You think you've seen the best of the 80s? Think again. These 10 underrated films didn't just fly under the radar, they shattered expectations, broke all the rules, and redefined what 80s cinema was truly about. Miss these, and you're missing history. The Long Good Friday, 1980. Before the flashy mob dramas of the 90s, there was The Long Good Friday, a British gangster masterpiece that punched its way into cinematic greatness. Starring Bob Hoskins in a career-defining role, this gritty crime thriller pulls you deep into the underworld of London's organized crime, but with a sophistication that most American films of the era didn't dare touch. Hoskins plays Harold Shand, a ruthless yet oddly charismatic mob boss trying to legitimize his empire. But just as he prepares to seal a major deal, his world unravels in a web of betrayal, political corruption, and cold-blooded violence. What makes The Long Good Friday so unforgettable isn't just the tight script and explosive twists, it's the slow burn tension, the raw realism, and that final scene, which leaves you speechless. If you've never seen it, you're not just missing a hidden gem, you're missing one of the boldest, most intelligent crime films ever made. This isn't just a gangster flick. It's British noir at its absolute peak. Local Hero, 1983. Local Hero isn't just a film, it's a quiet, magical experience that sneaks up on you and never lets go. This 1983 Scottish gem tells the story of an American oil executive sent to a tiny seaside village in Scotland to purchase the entire town for a refinery. Sounds simple, right? But what unfolds is a heartwarming, witty, and surprisingly profound tale about identity, nature, and the true meaning of home. The charm of Local Hero lies in its subtle humor, quirky characters, and breathtaking cinematography that captures the soul of the Scottish coast. Burt Lancaster's mysterious performance adds a layer of wonder, while Mark Knopfler's ethereal soundtrack seals the film's timeless vibe. It's not loud or flashy, it's the kind of movie that whispers truths about life while making you laugh and dream at the same time. If you're looking for explosions or car chases, this isn't it. But if you want a film that stays with you long after the credits roll, Local Hero is the kind of hidden treasure the 80s gave us quietly, and beautifully. The Last Starfighter, 1984. Before Ready Player One and Tron, there was The Last Starfighter, the 1984 cult classic that turned every arcade gamer's fantasy into a cosmic reality. The story follows Alex Rogan, a regular teenager from a trailer park who unknowingly beats a video game that's actually a secret recruitment tool for an intergalactic war. Yes, this is the movie where playing video games literally saves the universe. With its groundbreaking use of CGI years ahead of its time, this film exploded with imagination, action, and charm. What makes The Last Starfighter a true hidden gem isn't just the special effects, it's the heart. There's something undeniably magical about seeing an ordinary kid become a galactic hero, fighting evil in outer space while still grounded in real, emotional stakes. It's adventurous, hopeful, and geeky in all the right ways. While mainstream audiences may have overlooked it, true sci-fi fans know, The Last Starfighter was light years ahead of its time, and it still hits with nostalgic, star-powered punch. The Stunt Man, 1980. The Stunt Man is a dark, twisting cinematic puzzle that challenges everything you think about movies. Released in 1980, this underrated gem dives deep behind the scenes of filmmaking, where reality and illusion blur into one. Peter O'Toole shines as a mysterious, charismatic film director who manipulates his cast and crew with a mix of charm and menace. The story follows a fugitive who escapes into the world of movie stunts, but soon realizes that surviving on set is far more dangerous than he imagined. What makes The Stunt Man so unforgettable is its masterful blend of suspense, dark humor, and mind-bending meta-commentary on control, freedom, and the nature of storytelling itself. It's part thriller, part psychological drama, and entirely mesmerizing. Despite its clever script and powerhouse performances, it didn't get the mainstream attention it deserved. For anyone who loves movies about movies, or simply wants a wild ride into the unpredictable, The Stunt Man remains one of the most fascinating hidden treasures of 80s cinema. Runaway Train, 1985. Runaway Train is a high-octane thriller that hurtles through the 80s cinema landscape like an unstoppable locomotive. Starring Jon Voight and Eric Roberts, this gripping film tells the story of two escaped convicts trapped on a speeding train barreling through the Alaskan wilderness with no way to stop it. What sets Runaway Train apart is its intense, claustrophobic atmosphere combined with powerful performances and a relentless pace that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Beyond the action, the film explores themes of survival, redemption, and the human spirit's fight against overwhelming odds. Jon Voight's portrayal earned him an Oscar nomination, bringing a raw intensity to a character desperate for freedom and meaning. Despite its thrilling premise and critical praise, Runaway Train remains one of the 80s' best-kept secrets, a pulse-pounding ride that few mainstream audiences caught at the time. If you crave tension, drama, and heart-pounding thrills wrapped in a hidden cinematic gem, Runaway Train is a must-watch from that unforgettable decade. Babette's Feast, 1987. Babettes Feast is a quietly powerful and beautifully crafted film that gently seduces viewers into a world of grace, generosity, and transformation. This Danish gem tells the story of Babette, a mysterious French refugee who becomes a housekeeper for two elderly sisters in a strict religious village. One day, Babette wins the lottery and decides to prepare a lavish French feast that changes everything for the austere community. The film is a subtle meditation on art, sacrifice, and the redemptive power of food and kindness. With its lush visuals, delicate storytelling, and rich symbolism, Babette's Feast is a feast for the soul that contrasts sharply with the loud and flashy trends of 80s cinema. Though it didn't make a huge splash at the time, the film went on to win the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film, earning its rightful place as an overlooked masterpiece. If you want to experience a hidden gem that nourishes your heart and mind, Babette's Feast is an unforgettable cinematic treasure from the 80s. My Dinner with Andre, 1981. My Dinner with Andre is a unique cinematic experience that defies traditional storytelling, offering an intimate and thought-provoking conversation rather than flashy action or dramatic twists. The entire film unfolds over a single dinner conversation between two old friends, Wallace Shawn and Andre Gregory, exploring life, art, spirituality, and the meaning of existence. What makes this film a true hidden gem of the 80s is its deep philosophical undertone wrapped in the simplicity of a real-life dialogue. There are no special effects, no complex plotlines, just raw, honest human connection and ideas that challenge your worldview. Its quiet power lies in its ability to engage audiences intellectually and emotionally, turning a mundane meal into a profound exploration of the human condition. Despite being overlooked by mainstream audiences at its release, My Dinner with Andre has become a cult classic for cinephiles craving something different. This film proves that sometimes the most mind-blowing cinema is found in conversation, not spectacle. Ladyhawke, 1985. Ladyhawke is a beautifully crafted fantasy romance that stands out as one of the 80s' most enchanting hidden gems. Set in a medieval world, the film tells the tragic yet magical story of Navarre and Isabeau, two lovers cursed by an evil bishop to live apart. She transforms into a hawk by day, and he becomes a wolf by night. This bittersweet curse keeps them forever separated, with only a clever thief caught in their web able to help break the spell. What makes Ladyhawke unforgettable isn't just its captivating plot but its lush cinematography, stirring score by Andrew Powell, and the heartfelt performances of Rutger Hauer, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Matthew Broderick. It's a rare blend of romance, adventure, and fantasy with an emotional depth that resonates even decades later. Though it didn't become a blockbuster hit, Ladyhawke has grown into a beloved cult classic, proving that true cinematic magic often hides just beneath the surface of the mainstream. To Live and Die in L.A., 1985. To Live and Die in L.A. is an electrifying neo-noir thriller that pulses with gritty energy and stylish intensity, a true hidden gem of 80s cinema. Directed by William Friedkin, the film follows Secret Service agent Richard Chance as he relentlessly hunts a ruthless counterfeiter responsible for the murder of his partner. What sets this movie apart is its raw realism, jaw-dropping car chases, and a morally ambiguous protagonist whose obsession drives the story into dark, unpredictable territory. The soundtrack by Wang Chung perfectly captures the era's vibe, mixing synth beats with pulsating tension. William Peterson delivers a gripping performance as the relentless agent, while Willem Dafoe steals scenes as the charming yet dangerous villain. Despite its critical acclaim, To Live and Die in L.A. never quite hit mainstream blockbuster status,